How's it going, guys? This is Jared. We're out here in the sugar bush doing some tubing work. So I just want to take a couple minutes and show you what we're doing. So we are going through the woods and replacing these drops. You can see this one's real short and the spout was not changed last year. So we're going to replace the drop. So what we have here is a new drop that I made a little while ago. This one, the green one, I made these myself from a roll of tubing. No, we had been buying them for years, pre-cut, and they come straight. But ran out of those yesterday. So yesterday was a pretty good day for us. We actually had, for a couple hours, we actually had 6 of us out in the woods working. I was going through making some repairs. Had a kid helping me carry stuff and fetch stuff, and had 4 guys tapping for a little while. So it was really good. I was able to go ahead of the one couple guys there and replace drops and fix things and get things ready for them. And then I was able to go back through and go behind the other 2 guys and fix what they said needed to be fixed. So it was a very productive day. Today's February 9th, Super Bowl Sunday. We are about 50% tapped. So these 2 lines up here, this is probably their oldest tubing that we have, and they need the most work, okay? The most drops replaced, some tubing repairs here and there. A lot of trees fell down up here. So I'm going through and replacing the drops today, and I'll go back through and tap. I don't like to carry everything with me when I'm working. I actually went through and laid all the drops out by the trees, and then I came back with my tools, and I'm just going to put the drops on, and then I'll come back later and tap them, or they'll be ready for somebody else to tap. So this tree actually has a dead spot right there, which is interesting, but it is alive on the other side. So that's one reason why to make the drop, replace it, because you don't have much option. So when I tap the trees, we tap in a pattern. We usually go about 6 inches up or down and 6 inches left or right from the previous hole in a spiral staircase pattern around the tree. So that way, if I have somebody else tap for me, like I did yesterday, all I had to do is say, look, we tapped the trees in a spiral pattern. You should be building a spiral stairs on the tree. So you should find last year's hole and go up or down and 6 inches and left or right 6 inches. There are other tapping patterns out there that people do. I think the one sounds where they tap on the front and then go to the back sounds a little confusing. I guess when they come back over here to the 2-year-old hole, then they move up or down from that. But I think sometimes it's harder to find a 2-year-old hole than it is a 1-year-old hole. This year we're actually finding 2-year-old holes because we did not tap trees last year for 2024. We did not make syrup. So I think that's a little bit why we have more drops to replace. We have, kind of like 2 summers worth of mold and grime growing in the drops versus normally having just 1 year. Well, we don't flush our lines. We usually just try to run the vacuum pump until we get the taps pulled, and we call it good. So we're going to use, this is a plug T. So it's plugged on one side. So this side is plugged, this side's open. So it's made to put on the tree. Actually works really good to put them out here in front. So the sap has to go towards the main line, and it does not go around the tree, and you don't end up with having any sap trapped around the tree. And that way, if a squirrel comes down here and chews on this, you're still going to get no vacuum leak. You're still going to get all your sap. Only problem you have is if he finally chews all the way through it, then it's going to break and it won't be wrapped around the tree anymore. This tubing, we use the Ys. So this is a Y right here, and the Y makes it so you can go around the tree. We now use end line hooks and make a loop. And what we like about that is you can take the loop apart. So if it's wrapped around the tree this way and you're kind of getting where you're having a hard time finding spots to drill, you can take it and wrap it around the other way, and you can reset your spiral just by doing that. So that's one thing that's pretty cool about that. So we're going to use our two-handed tool, This is our two-handed tool. This is a Pruno. I've had this about, I don't know, 10, 12 years. Absolutely love it. Once you get used to using it, it is the best thing you can use. Other people use one-handed tools and things like that. I've never liked a one-handed tool at all. This one has the auto tension. Like I said, it's like $300. As far as maple goes, it's probably the best $300 I've ever spent. Yesterday, I wish I would have had two, because I actually had somebody that could run one besides me yesterday, and that would have helped. So we're just going to clamp it on here, close it up, clamp both sides, cut the tubing, pull it apart, put our drop in there, squeeze it back together, drops on. Take these, put them in my leather holster that I made, which is just great for carrying them. Take this drop, got to put a spout on it. And put a spout on the drop by hand. These are Lapierre 90-degree elbow spouts. They're polycarbonate seasonal spout. They do not require a tool to put on. They just require a pretty good grip. And I do like to have gloves to put them on. Then we're going to cut this off short. So this loop from here, from the T around the tree, is dead. Sap's going to come down the loop and go down the line to the main line. So we just cut this off short. That way nobody sees that and be like, oh, I missed a tap. And we're going to just lay it there on the ground, and we will be through picking that stuff up in the next few days. So that is our update for today, putting new drops on the tubing. Like I said, it's February 9th. We were 50% tapped for 2025. We hope to be 100% tapped by the end of next weekend. This area right here takes the most maintenance. Once we get to the other side, we started on the other side yesterday. Tubing over there is newer. There won't be nearly as many drops to replace or as much work to do over there. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to this video, and stay tuned for more from Triple D Farms, Triple D Maple, and Triple D Cabins. Have a great day.